Okay, so to start off our layered card tutorial, the first thing you're going to need is a piece of cardstock, and I cut mine down to 10 inches by 7 inches, which will make a 5 by 7 card. And then you're going to score it at 5. So again, 10 inches by 7 inches, and then score on the 5-inch line, and then just fold over. And if you have any like extra or something seems uneven, I just kind of keep it folded together and then just cut it off. Sorry, somehow I got a little piece of paint on there. Okay, so as you know, we're using our collection petaling, and I love to layer. So I kind of picked out some of the papers that I like, and I'm thinking I want to layer it with black cardstock in the background. So I'm going to go down 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to go to 4 7/8 by 6 7/8 and cut that down. So let me get that out. I'm just going to go ahead and score mine first. You don't have to do that, but I like to. 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. Okay. And then I'm going to decide what I want on the outside, and I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and use this one. So again, I'm going to score at 6 7/8 by 4 7/8. Okay. And I will cut off this little part. I forgot to do that. So let me do that now. Just going to line it up evenly there. And this one was called Petaling Hooray. Okay. Then, of course, I don't want to directly cut it on the line, so I'm going to keep it over to the left a little bit and then cut it. I'm going to do the same thing on this piece. And now I have some extra left over that I can use for something else. So far we have our, uh-oh, did I mess that up? I did. Why didn't y'all tell me? So we're going to go to 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So let me cut that off real fast. And I know it's kind of gloomy in here, so I apologize for it looking dark up in here. So I really love this floral right here. So this is layering up really nicely. And then I'm actually going to use my distresser. And this is Ingrid Blom or something, Prima paper distresser. I'll put the link down below for that. As Tamara does not sell that in her store, but we're definitely able to purchase on Amazon. And then I'm going to do another layer. You could also use one of these, although I'm not seeing one that I want to use at this moment. I think I'm going to go with this one. It's really pretty. So we can go from, we said, what was it, 4 3/4. So this one we're actually going to go down 4 1/2. Okay. Let me go ahead and cut this off real quick. And get this out of the way. And it's going to be by 6 1/2. So now I can just keep all those papers aside. I apologize, I didn't tell you the name of that one. This one's called Happiness. Okay, so let me get out my mat because I don't want any of my shreds getting stuck on my board. So I'm going to start off with the card first. And I'm going to go ahead and straight up distress this too. Now you can do it together like this, or you can do it separated, and sometimes that does help. Especially to get those really in those grooves. But I'm going to start off with it together first. Okay. And then I'm going to just slightly distress it here. Because if you do it too much, your card will rip in half, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm going to do it real lightly just to give it a slight roughed up edge. And then I'm really going to get in here and get it going. Give it that old vintage shabby chic look. Then I'm going to do this with all the other pieces. I'm going to start off with the lighter colors first and then work my way into the darker one because I don't want black shreds getting on top of my lighter colors here. I really love doing lots and lots of layers. I just think it looks really pretty, and of course, if you sell your cards, you can make more money if they look nice and full and thick. So I could probably sell this card, you know, for up to about $7. And I would say the lowest being $5. But it all depends on how much work you put into it. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of some of these extra trims here that are making a mess here. Okay, and we've got one more to do. We'll get all of those pieces off, put it to the side, and now we're going to do our black one. And this paper's got a real thick pulp, so it's going to shred a lot and be messy. Okay, so now we have all of our pieces ready. And I happen to have, this came from Hobby Lobby. It's just one of their doilies. You can get these in any little doily pack, anywhere, at any local craft store. Okay. And then I'm just going to start using my art glitter glue, or you can use 1/8 inch score tape. It's up to you, or any adhesive. I like art glitter glue because it doesn't bubble up or wrinkle or act crazy, and it works really well. It doesn't fall apart. Sorry. Let me, I guess I didn't clean off my tip last time. Good grief. Okay. So I'm just going to get my little edges here. Oops. Whoa. Okay. Gonna make sure I have it open on the right side. Hate to have this upside down. Not that this color would matter. This would not be upside down. But when you get to your patterns, that's gonna make a difference. Then I'm just going to burnish it in. Sorry, still got so many of the little black pulp pieces running around everywhere. Okay, then I'm going to go with my next layer, which is my pretty floral. I love this paper. So this is your Boho Chic. And again, burnish it in. Clean up any excess glue that's coming over the edges. And then I'm going to put down my final piece. Okay. I love how the hearts are in every direction, so it really doesn't matter how you place it. Most of these, it doesn't matter. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and center this one. And then I'm going to take out my little cut aparts. And I like this hooray, but I'm not really too keen about this little corkboard background. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out. Okay. And this one is called Love Notes. And for me, since I have my own twine, I'm going to go ahead and separate these, even though it's all on one piece. I'm just going to go ahead and separate it myself. And if you want to ink your edges, you can do that. So I'm just going to cut these all out. Actually, I think I'm going to use my cutter. It's just easier for me. I am just not the best fussy cutter in the world, so If I can do straight lines, I'm going to do it on here. I always love it when I got to use my scissors to line it up because I cut it too short. So, okay. So that's perfect. I can go ahead and trash these little pieces that I don't need. Now, I'm actually going to layer my banner. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of space. It's easier for me to do my measuring this way. I don't know why this glue is oozing out everywhere, but you know what? We'll take advantage of that. Very interesting that it's doing that. And I'm just going to keep on lining them up next to each other so I can get, you know, a pretty decent guesstimation of what size I want these. I want them all to be pretty even. And one more. Oops, looks like that one I'm going to have to do upside down. And then I'm going to cut these out. And I'm just giving about a 1/8 of an inch, you know, space in between them. And I'll just keep on cutting these out till I'm done. And I'll fast forward through this boring part here. Okay, so now I have my banner all cut out and I have my flower made. And then I'm just going to take my doily and I'm going to glue it on there. I'm just going to go around the edges, make sure it's all ready to go. And I know that I want my flower and my ribbon to go over in this right-hand corner, left-hand corner, so I'm going to kind of just keep my little doily over to the left. And then I'll just let that dry. Yeah, that's better. I'll put another dot there of glue and reglue it. Okay. And then I need to kind of guesstimate where my little banner is going to be. So I'm going to get all these letters here. In fact, it may be easier to go ahead and put one little dot of glue to hold this down in place. That way it's not like flailing in the wind. And then I can start. Well, actually, hold on. Before I do that, I want to make sure where my placement is. And so that's why I always like to figure out where I'm going to place it first and then glue it down. In fact, I can move it over a little bit more. And that looks really good right there to me. So then I'll just start gluing one piece down at a time. It's looking really good. So stinking cute so far. Okay, so now I'm just going to get out a little fork and do my tiny little bows. And I just like to put it under and then over and then through the little hoop there. And you can even bring it back around. You know what, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to make a double loop. All right, instead of undoing that, I'll just cut me out another one. Here we go. That's a little better. Clean up any glue strings you have. And then just glue it down. I'm going to finish putting on the other side and then I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so with my center bow it all, I took two pieces. Okay, I took one piece of pink and one piece of gray. That was about, I'd say, almost 12 inches long. And then I took some white from Tamara Store. Okay, and in your Craftology box, you'll have the pink and gray, but not the white. So it's just up to you. You could double it up. I just wanted a 3-layer bow, so I did that. And I'm going to take one of the flowers from the kit and I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. I glued it with my glue gun right there. And then I'm going to just glue this one in here too. I think it's looking so cute. This is what we've got so far. Now, I have to decide what I want right here. So I could either cut out this basket, right? Or I could cut out this bike. And I'm thinking that I'm probably going to do the bike. I'll just probably cut off the rest of this and then trim it up here. I'm not really sure yet, but Let's do that right now and see what we come up with. I'm just gonna, whoops, cut this off. And I'm thinking right about there. I may not even use that much. I'm not even sure yet. But I was going to use my homemade flower, but I really think that the flowers that Tamara sent with the collection look better than my own homemade ones. So let me get my, where did my little distresser go? Okay, so I fussy cut the bike and I added it on. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of push that A down, keep it held down there. Let me do that with the O also. Everything else looks like it's pretty much down, wiping off any excess glue. And that's the card. I think it looks so cute. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful and fabulous day. I hope you all like this tutorial. There will be several more for this month's Craftology box. Don't forget to check out Lori's channel and also Mel B's, and I will put those links down below. I hope you all have a wonderful and fabulous day. Bye, y'all. Mwah!